So here's the needle in the center. Trust me, it's going up and down right in the center. Okay, now this little dial here, this is an earlier generation. First of all, I have it on straight stitch right there, not to be confused with zigzag, the next one up. So here is this little button. This is the stitch length. No, this is the stitch width. If you're doing zigzag, that'd make a really fat zigzag, and this would make a straight stitch. So here is the needle position. So if I got it to the right, the needle is now at the right. And since I've got on straight stitch, it only straight stitches. Now, if I put it, make sure it's in the up position before you alter this. If I put it to the left, now the needle position is at the left. Okay, now I'm going to put it in the up position. Then if I put this onto zigzag, the first one up, I still have it in the left position. It's going to zigzag from, oops, I have it on 0 width. Let me put it to, oh, 3. So now it's going to zigzag from the orientation of that left position. Put it up, and if I put it in the center position, now it'll zigzag on either side of the center with that same stitch width. And then if I put it over to the right, it will zigzag from that same width from the right position. So normally you zigzag with it on the center, regardless how much you want. If you're making buttonholes, you need that right position, left position, so that you can go up and down different sides of the buttonhole. So that should be, there's the zigzag in the correct position, or in the center position, and now I'm going to make it as fat as they can make it, and it's as wide as it'll go. And then if it, a real narrow little one, it just goes little bits side by side. And then of course put it at 0 and it's a straight stitch. But it's not perfectly straight, I don't think. You should always put it back down to straight stitch if you want a perfectly straight stitch. It disengages that. And there you go. So this is the stitch length and reverse. This is the feed dogs. If you're doing zigzag, there's the feed dogs. If you're not doing zigzag, if you're doing embroidery, it drops them totally so that they're not in the way. And when you sew, they don't get up into the fabric, and that way you can move it around where you want. If you are doing regular sewing, put it to zigzag, and it helps feed the fabric forward. Now I believe you have a walking foot, so that would, this zigzag or this feed dog lever would do the bottom, and then your walking foot would grab the top fabric, so it keeps both fabrics equal. Okay, does that help? It's a lot longer video than I anticipated. Oh, and then there's this little knob here, a little bit, that when you have that loosened, it prevents this from going up and down at all. See, it's running. And what it does is it helps when you have this shifted over, this little thing here. What it does is it moves that only, and then you can wind your bobbin. So with this unlocked, now when you lock it back up, the bobbin will still run, I think, but so will the needle go up and down. So always disengage this when you're not using the bobbin. There we go. And be sure you oil it too, the whole machine, but just a drop. You don't want to over oil your machine. So it says how to do that in your instruction manual. So if you're doing all what I just showed you, and it's bouncing back to the right every time, even if you put this lever to there or to center, and it bounces back, then something's broken, would be my guess. And I'm gonna and so I'd like to know that today. I will contact somebody and where I bought it and see about getting it returned and get our money back. Unless you want to take it in and get it fixed, but it could be a couple $100 to get it fixed. Because it could be, I don't know if your top comes off, but it could be one of these, like this nylon cam here. Could be that. Could be another one that's down in there that's associated with right or left. I'm not sure. There's that nylon cam. I think there might be another one. Oh, this one is black. That's a nylon cam, right? There. Now that one, here's the, or it's not, it's a gear, but here's the cams that are associated with this lever that work the different stitches. Okay, bye.